So I'm mad that this black publication, I think, what is it called? Black Blavity, Black Blavity. I don't know what it's really called, but this black publication wrote an article about Hidden Colors and how awesome it was and the good reviews and this, that, and third, how it was important. And then they pulled it. They pulled it because Feminista Jones um, came out of the woodwork with her feminist nonsense and her friends attacking Tariq Nasheed, talking about he's anti-LGBT, he's anti-black woman, he's a misogynist, he promotes rape culture, blah 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 blah. And the CEO or the head editor or whatever of Blavity wrote and said we apologize for releasing this article. We are going to be more thorough and more careful in what we post, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And they didn't really mention Tarina. She didn't really mention the article, but by osmosis, we know that they were referring to the article because they pulled it. And a lot of people on Twitter call Blavity out on their bullshit. And, you know, and it's really sad, but I think Tariq Nasheed is still I know Tariq Nasheed is still proud of his work. You know, it's really sad that you don't see mainstream media in America giving rave reviews about, or even let alone talking about Hidden Colors. You know, I looked on Google, I typed in Hidden Colors 4. You know, you don't really see any. You don't see any. Maybe like one or two local, and then you see a bunch of outdated articles about Tariq Nasheed, and then other articles that have nothing to do with Hidden Colors. Like, there's really hardly any press about it, man. It's just sad. But then again, you know, we live in a social justice era where people are apologizing for their blackness, or they don't want to be black until somebody gay, white validates it. You have all these fake social justice warriors saying that they're unapologetically black. They're censored. That's why they only talk about gay issues, LGBT, and all that shit. You know, and they have in Blavity. I see the articles they post. It's basically no different than Essence, Ebony, Full Harrier, or any other black feminist publication. It's really no different. It's no different. And I actually wrote a letter to, I wrote a complaint to the editor of Blavity, and she replied back within 8 to 10 minutes. And she was like, and I wrote a letter. I don't remember it verbatim. It was a long letter, but I was saying like, hey, you've made a bad call pulling that article. You made a bad call, and you feminists are not as respected as you think in a black community because, let's be honest. You can't compare bell hooks to Dr. Neely Fuller Jr. You can't compare them. You can't compare her to him. You can't compare Dr. Umar Johnson to, Melissa Harris Perry. You can't compare Dr. Khalid Muhammad to Laverne Cox. You can't compare any black feminist to any black person that Tariq Nasheed was inspired and respects. You can't compare them to the people that were in Hidden Colors. I don't see people hashtagging what I don't see people sharing videos of what Jamila Lemieux's feminist view. I ain't seen nobody post her quotes. Nobody takes her seriously other than on Twitter. You know, most people don't even know who she is. But they know Dr. Umar. They've seen his videos popping over on Facebook and on social media when he's talking about hip hop and Obama and getting black boys out of gangs and getting them to respect black women. None of those black feminists have any credentials that can top Dr. Umar. There's nobody, no feminist that can top Dr. Africa. Um, even people who don't even have their doctorate degree. Bell hooks can't talk shit about racism compared to Paul Mooney. That's not even a contest. You know, the, no, but I don't. There's really no black feminists that can. Seen a lot of crazy animals. I've never seen an owl here before. But anyways, there's no feminist that can talk like Dr. Neely Fuller or Dr. Frances Quest Wilson. But anyways, man, I was really pissed off, and she replied back, and she was like, she was being very unclear. She answered the question that I had for her indirectly, and I didn't appreciate that. And so she's worried about some type of self-image and association with Tariq Nasheed, and I didn't appreciate that shit. I didn't appreciate it. I was disgusted with it, and I can't stand safety blacks. I can't stand those. I can't stand blacks who pretend to be unapologetic, but you know, they get quiet when real unapologetic blacks come in the building. They want to write articles about, yeah, Beyonce's quote about black women is so unapologetic. Oh, Formation was such an unapologetic black anthem, but those editors will never write an article about Dr. Frances Quest Wilson and her views. They will never write an article about Dr. Umar. Oh, nah, I can't write anything about that. He's misogynistic. You know. Oh, Dr. Frances Quest Wilson, she doesn't like gays. Yeah, they'll start talking that dumb shit. Um, I hate safe blacks. I hate safety blacks. The reason why I call them safety blacks, when I say that, I think of like having a gun on safety. And so basically the gun is just eye candy. Hey, look, I have a gun, but it's on safety. And you're struggling to get it off safety, but all you have to show is that, hey, I have a gun. That's basically all you can show for it. And but Blavity really just gets no respect out of me. And a lot of these black publication articles are just feminist run. And I'm very angry at Feminista Jones. I would cuss her out. I would, write a complaint. But she blocked me last year. She blocked me last summer when I questioned her about slut shaming or something. And she just blocked me. But I remember what I was gonna say. I told the editor, the CEO of Blavity, like, hey, let me know when your black feminist cohorts make a documentary that's high quality and popular. You know, let me know when y'all make a feminist version of Hidden Colors. They ain't gonna do it, and if they did it, nobody's gonna really watch it. It's just gonna be a bunch of intersectionality bullshit, gay, black women were fighting for gay rights, and it's like, oh, okay, just non-issues, non-black issues, and we lose at the end because we're fighting for everybody's battles, and yet we're looking dumb like, where's our shit at? You know, it's these black feminists are quick to run up on a nigga and scream and holler, misogynist, anti-gay and shit, but they don't put no work in. You know. They put no work in the black community. Nobody takes them seriously. Nobody even knows who they are. And yet they're trying to throw shade at somebody. Tariq Nasheed, he can handle himself, but I'm speaking more on to the safety of these so-called unapologetic black feminists. And let's just be honest, Blavity is most likely being funded by whites in the background. And basically, I think I have noticed that a lot of these whites they're just bigging up these black activists activism because they know black people will eat it up. Black people will eat up token black, tokenized pro-blackness. You know, so don't be surprised when you see weird articles of I'm pro-black but I'm dating a white boy. Um, or why is the conscious community misogynistic and anti-gay and dumb shit like that? Why can't I be a single mother? You know, what's up with black patriarchy? What's up with rape culture in the conscious community? Don't be surprised when you see dumb articles like that from these so-called unapologetic black sites or news publications. Don't be surprised, cause I sure as hell not, cause I don't have a safety. And like I told the editor or the CEO of Blavity is that black men need to have their own media because or news publication because we don't need to be we don't need to be silenced like that. We don't need to be quiet and told that our voices don't matter. You know, because the problem is that we have too many black women talking for the black community when they don't even care about the black community. So I'm gonna end this video here.